bizarre experiment conducted in the US could be about to break new ground in neuroscience, but also raise some serious ethical questions at the same time. After scientists managed to partially revive activity in a dead pig's brain, researchers at Yale University managed to restore some cellular functions, apparently, 4 hours after the animal's death. They say the brain showed no sign of consciousness and stress that if they had, that test would have been stopped immediately, they say. Scientists further claim the study could advance treatment for human brain damage and disease and prove that our most important organ has the capacity to still be active post-mortem.
These findings demonstrate that under appropriate conditions, the isolated intact large mammalian brain possesses an underappreciated capacity for restoration of microcirculation and molecular and cellular activity after a prolonged post-mortem interval.
Well, you've got to embrace change, good plan or not. We spoke to neuroscientist and animal behaviour expert Laurie Marino, along with the programme director from Scientists for the EU, Mike Galsworthy.
Here you've actually got, I think it was 32 pigs' brains from an abattoir, so they'd already been killed and used for another purpose. And so that is more ethically sound. And then we get onto the question of, but is it ethically sound to try and revive these brains? And an important thing that you need to know from this study was that they made every effort and succeeded in not having the neural activity coming back. So the brain wasn't actually firing away like it usually does.
Sure, there's no coordinated neural activity, but they wouldn't do it on their Aunt Tilly, would they? And I'm also reminded of the fact that there's a lot of research now, growing research, that, you know, in humans, when humans are considered clinically dead and are then revived, that there is some evidence for consciousness. So we really don't know what's going on here, and this is very dangerous territory.
There isn't a lot there that actually alarms me personally. That would be my personal judgment call. But in this area, it is about judgment calls. And so clearly, if you're starting to move into this area, you do what we always do in science, where you say, this is a new area, let's get together globally, let's sit down, let's say what's acceptable and what's not.
Here's the problem from my point of view, that whenever humans think about this, there are very few ways in which the research subjects, the animals, the pigs in this case, have any standing in the issue. And generally what we do in science, as you know, is we do what's convenient. We do what's good for us. And we try to forget all the rest of that stuff. So who is going to stand up for these animals who are being subjected to a manipulation that even the primary authors say we're really not sure what is going on?
Given that these particular animals themselves had already been killed because they were already going to be thrown on someone's barbecue, then the fact that you would then want to understand the cellular mechanisms of the brain that pigs share and we share and all other mammals share, and understand that further, empowering us in order to save not just ourselves, other animals,